Hello, welcome back to CinemaBurger, and I bring you movie reviews from a different perspective. We kick off CinemaBurger's 13 Nights of Halloween with Bingo Hell. Now, this is distributed by Amazon and made by Blumhouse as part of the Welcome to the Blumhouse. Now, they did this last year for October in 2020, and I'm glad they did this again where Amazon and Blumhouse release and make 4 horror movies, 2 airing the first week of October and the other 2 airing the second week. So, Bingo Hell stars Adriana Barraza and Richard Blake. Adriana Barraza has been in We Can Be Heroes, Babel, Thor, The Strain, and a bunch of other stuff. Richard Blake was on Joe Chill and Batman Begins, and he was in the Nicolas Cage movie Mandy, and some other stuff too. So this stars Adriana Barraza as a woman living in a town called Oak Springs, where a lot of people have moved out, but a lot of the older citizens have stayed, even though this city's kind of like dilapidated and stuff. And other people have moved out for better prospects. And the owner of the bingo hall has sold it, and the opening scene is him talking on the phone with a case full of money. But all of a sudden, like, the money has like green slime on it, and there's bingo balls, and they're like opening with like other green stuff, and the guy's dead. Now, Richard Blake stars as Mr. Big. He is like the new owner of the bingo hall, and people come to play, and he stamps your hand when you get in and stuff like that, and there's like a money sign, and people win a lot of prizes. Now, for an hour and 25-minute movie, it takes a long time, honestly, for all the like the gore to start happening. There's another character. This woman has like a grandkid, and the grandkid's mother is like not the most stable person, and she shops a lot. She claims she's trying to be better, but she ends up buying clothes a lot because she wins at bingo. Now, this is the first like good scene of like gore and violence. She's wearing expensive clothes in a hotel room, and she looks in a mirror, and she's kind of like disgusted with herself, so she starts ripping off the clothes. But in reality, she's actually ripping off her own skin, which is pretty gruesome and gory, so that's a start. Later on, another guy who wins a lot of money, he's working on his car, and he's drinking beer. He's working on the engine, but in reality, he's actually drinking like motor oil, and he accidentally puts his hand in an engine. He's like shredding his hand, and so that was a pretty gruesome scene as well. Other than that, it's a lot of the older Spanish woman, Adriana. She's trying to convince everyone that like the town is good the way it is, that we don't need this bingo hall, and it's making people act strange and only start to care about playing bingo and winning money. Now, anytime like the people come back and they get their hands stamped, it leaves like a bloody mark, like a brand almost, so I thought that was pretty cool. Now, there's a lot of stuff with the grandson who has a good redemption moment, and the way they defeat Mr. Big is pretty cool because it was like an interesting twist. I mean, not a twist really, an interesting way to defeat him. I'm not going to get into it for spoilers, but at the end, seeing an old woman with a shotgun attacking a bingo hall is pretty awesome, no matter who you are. Now, overall, for a movie on streaming, it was enjoyable. Like, if this was in theaters, it would not go over well, I don't think. It's a good start, I think, to the Welcome to the Blumhouse movies. I was expecting a little more based on the movies they made last year. But I'd give it a 2 out of 5 burgers. I wish I could give it higher, but like I said, it took too long to get into the gore and actual like horror stuff in the movie. Now there was like one scene where the woman's investigating the old bingo hall's house, and she finds him dead, and um, bingo balls roll up to her on the floor, and the first one is 69, which I thought was funny. The numbers and letters ended up spelling out like "you lose" because Mr. Big doesn't want her getting too close to the truth, but overall it's an enjoyable movie, perfect for streaming. But yeah, I wish could have been a little gorier. They could have gone a little further with the violence and stuff, and Richard Blake as Mr. Big was having a lot of fun with it. So yeah, Bingo Hell is on Amazon Prime streaming right now. We'll be back soon with more reviews.